Hey guys, Travis here at Blizzcon 2013 with, well, you're like a professional World of Warcraft player or something?
Hearthstone player.
Okay, so we're here with a professional Hearthstone player named
Uh, Hotshot GG.
Hotshot GG. No, this is Doublelift from CLG, normally known for his League of Legends antics and not winning tournaments. But we also have, you had a chance to play Heroes here. A lot of people are sort of comparing it to League. Wanted to get your thoughts on it. What did you think?
Honestly, like as a game, it's for the casual player. I think it's pretty good. There's not like a very barrier of entry. Like you have to understand all the items, like all the talents or anything, and it's pretty straightforward. With that said, even though the skill cap is like moderately high, I think competitively there's a lot of problems with it. Obviously, because it's such a casual game. Like the way I see it is map control is of the utmost importance because farming is ridiculous in that game. As soon as you get like a 2 to 3 item or level advantage because you share experience, you don't have individual levels. Your team is like level 10 or like level 13, and so you get your ultimates at 10, right? I'm gonna like make a guess that obviously the more early game oriented team that can hit level 10 faster is just gonna have a timing push because ultimates are so powerful. You should easily be able to just like team wipe and push the enemy base down. Mounts are cool. It reminds me a lot of like WoW Battlegrounds. In a way, because you just kind of come out of the gate, it's 5 versus 5, and you're just trying to like cap objectives and do whatever. It's an interesting game for sure. I think it's fun, but I wouldn't play more than like a couple hours of it.
Do you think that, obviously it's in beta right now, or alpha actually, do you think that there are some changes they could make to it that would make it much more competitive and something that's simple without changing a lot of the mechanics of it?
I mean, just inherently with the fact that you share experience with your team and that there's no items, there's no real way to carry. And that takes a lot of competitiveness of MOBA like that, or they call it a brawler. But really, obviously, the most easily comparable thing would be like League of Legends or Dota. It's a MOBA. And like, just because of that, there's not like a real feeling of competition. You're not like, oh, I need to carry like the worst player on my team. Like, performing poorly is like whatever. I just died a couple times. I'm still the same strength as my team. And performing really well, it's just like you reap 1/5 of the normal benefits that you would get because you're really just, you're killing the enemy team, but the rest of your shitty teammates are benefiting from it. So I don't feel that competitive drive when I play the game that I normally do.
But you still found it enjoyable?
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, if you're just like there to have fun with your friends, there's like decent customization. I mean, they tried to make decent customization with the talents. I think what they wanted to do is like not have you just have that your champion or whatever and like not change, but really there's going to be min-max like optimized builds, and it's always better to be like proactive with your strengths than reactive. Like, oh, they're like, I bet in their design philosophy they're like the enemy is going to choose this and you can react with like this talent that'll counter this. Countering is not really like that strong of a thing. Strategically, it's better to work off of your strengths than cover your weaknesses.
So there's been some discussion about whether or not this is like a competitor League of Legends or Dota. And because it is, again, they're positioning it as like a hero brawler, there's some elements of WoW and all that kind of thing. Do you see it being a competitor to League of Legends, or do you sort of see it as being this new kind of offshoot from the MOBA genre?
Yeah, it's not a competitor at all. I mean, they're just two completely different games. I don't even see them really compare in terms of gameplay. I mean, when you kill a creep, you don't get gold, you don't get anything. Your team gets like global experience. And because of that, just from my experience with League, global objectives like Dragon and Towers that increase the strength of your entire team, it's just going to be way too snowbally for real any competition. And I just see it as a fun little game that you play on the side, similar to Hearthstone in a way, where you appreciate it because it's a good game, but you kind of take it with a grain of salt because there's a lot of like luck and just like imbalance.
Other than Heroes, have you seen anything at BlizzCon so far? I know you've only made it for the second day, but you seen anything here that's cool or that you've been interested in?
I mean, I grew up on Blizzard games, so I mean, I played StarCraft when I was 8. I played WoW when it first came out. I was like 10 years old, and the first game I played that wasn't like a Blizzard game was League. So it's just fun for me to see like everything, the Diablo expansion, the WoW expansion, just like seeing competitive StarCraft. I'm not that into any of those games anymore, but it brings back a lot of nostalgia for sure.
Artosa's got first place in Hearthstone. That means he's officially won more tournaments than you have. What do you think of his performance and the fact that he was able to win in Hearthstone?
I think you're a bad interviewer, Travis. I'm just kidding. Artuz is cool. I used to watch his stuff like 8 years ago. I'm glad he won something. And, you know, I think he's like 30-something, so I got like 10 years to go. Yeah. I'm ready.
Yeah. Could beat him out. All right. Any final words, anything that you want to say here at the end?
Not really. It's just fun to be at Blizzcon. You know, my heart's still with League, but it's like nice to play all these other games. I don't really have a chance to like go out and experience like other games, other esports, but you know, it's fun. It's a nice break from League.
Very good. Well, this is Travis at BlizzCon 2013 with Doublelift. You can check out the rest of our coverage at ongamers.com.